welcome. I spun a different way than I usually do. It felt kind of weird. Welcome to day 6 of our daily creative challenge for Photoshop. Hello, everybody in chat. If this is your first time joining, please give me a shout out. I'd love to say hey back. We've got Claudia, Chad, as always. What's up, Chad? Miguel, Kushal. New intro, yes, so this is specific for the Daily Creative Challenge, that intro that just played. But I think these little characters are new to this challenge, which is nice. Ahmed, hello, hello. Good to see ya. Muller says, I'm ready. Very cool. So if you are totally new, I'm Kathleen. I'm your host for the Daily Creative Challenges. I'm also a designer here at Adobe, and I focus on instructional content. So this is right where I belong. What's up, Gorov? Good to see you, Charles. Chavez says that this is their first day. Cool, welcome. If you do want to register for the challenge, it's super duper easy. You can go to behance.net/dailycreativechallenge, and when you do that, you'll get the choice between joining the XD challenge or joining the Photoshop challenge. You could join both if you'd like. So if you do join the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge, this is the website that you see. And we can show my screen. Vision, hello. Pat, Nick, hello. Ahoy, ahoy mateys. Welcome campers. This is the website that you'll see. So this challenge is running till the end of this week, and it started at the beginning of last week. If you are just joining and you're like, oh no, I came too late, don't worry. We have challenges starting all the time, and you can always join in the middle as well. The goal of the challenge is to just sharpen your Photoshop skills and come away at the end of the 2 weeks with a new portfolio piece. So that's very exciting, and you can also join our community. Nick says, my 6th day here. Awesome. It's my 6th day here as well. Nora says, beware, Kathleen, there's a big bubble above you. This big blue beautiful button? Is that what you're talking about? If you do want to register, that is what you will click. So how it works is each day after you register, you're going to receive your challenge. You can do that either in your CC app or on Discord, which we'll talk about in a moment. You can also check out the challenges on this actual landing page. So every day one gets unlocked, and you can see there's 3 yet to be revealed. What's up, Sam Peterson? Good to see ya. You can join our community chat. So what you're doing right now in the chat on Behance is part of that, but the bigger part of that is Discord. After you join the community chat, every day we have this daily live show. It's only 25 minutes, it's very short, but it's just me going through my version of whatever the day's challenge is and hopefully answering any questions and showing you some cool workflow tips. Try to sprinkle in some secret tips and tricks every day. And then finally, you're going to share your work on Discord to get design feedback, so you can post your works in progress there. And finally, you'll post your finished work on Behance, which is where we are right now. Betty says, hello from rainy Rhode Island. Hello over there, East Coast. What's up? Ralph, hello. Larissa, F. Smidic, good to see ya. So I've been chatting about the community chat, and that would be Discord. So you can get this on your phone, on your web browser, anywhere you go, or on your desktop. You can get an app like I have. So you can see it's basically a chat server where you can do all kinds of things. There's a general channel, which has kind of general information. Also a daily challenge channel, and that's where you are going to find the daily challenge every day. Sam posts it. Thank you, Sam. As well as any like starter files, if there are any. They're never necessary, but they can be helpful when they're provided. We've got community info, so there's some guidelines and kind of some a map to show you what all the channels mean. Pro tips is super cool. Tim has kind of made his way in this channel. He's making awesome tutorials, so is Chad. So if you want to learn some pro tips from literal pros, there you go. Nick, is there an XD version of this? Totally, yes, thanks, Sam. So at, I think, 12? Or sometime this afternoon, Andrea is going to be coming on with her XD Daily Creative Challenge. We'll show the schedule at the end. And then these are the most important. So feedback, design feedback. This is where you post your challenges as you're working on them, and then you can get feedback from the community. You can also get feedback from, you see over here, there's mentors. So Sam Peterson's one, he's an awesome digital painter. We've got Adobe folks in here. Chad is always hanging out. He's literally the Photoshop guru, so can help you out with pretty much anything. So everyone is welcome to give feedback and help out. I always say it's really helpful when you ask for specific feedback. So if you're not sure about composition or cropping or lighting, you can always ask for specific things. This is super cool by Nick. I noticed this. So yesterday we designed a t-shirt, learned how to distress it. And then my mouse was going crazy for a second. That was weird. And then mock it up. So I think this is a really great option. This mustard color is super trendy, especially with the vintage design. It's kind of more of a vintage color. So very cool, nice placement. All right, and you can always just chat as well. Hello from Argentina, what's up, Samar? Good to see ya. Hey, Charles. All right, let's actually jump into today's challenge. As you can see, the challenge is let's make a postcard. We're gonna be using text tools and layer masks. We used layer masks a little bit yesterday, so it's gonna be kind of a review, but also jumping into some text tools. What's up, Medi? No worries, you're not late. We are jumping into Photoshop right now. So if you check out the Discord, you can see that there is a starter file. This is the starter file. Super easy. Let's see, turn that on. This is what you'll see. So this is supposed to be kind of one of those greetings from souvenir postcards. So say you go to a different state, the Grand Canyon. These are vintage, they're pretty cool, and this is my own spin on them. Now you could do this kind of postcard in a lot of different programs. Illustrator you could do it in, InDesign you could do it in, but I'll show you why it might be a good idea to do it in Photoshop. Yes, Camillo, he's like, here we go. Yes, finally jumping into Photoshop. Nor, that's a great idea, streaming for Premiere and After Effects. For absolute beginners, I could use that, definitely. So I'm gonna show you how I went from this to my final output, which was this, using the imagery kind of from that I've been using throughout the entire challenge. First of all, I'm gonna let you know how I got this nice kind of angle on my text while keeping my text layers live. So what I mean is these aren't rasterized. I can go back into this and actually retype and change things. Of course, by the way that this template is laid out, you have to change them all so that they all match because there's a couple text layers layered on top of each other, but you get what I mean. You can always go back and change things. Ina says, I'd love to see a DCC for Illustrator. That's a great idea. We've done one. I did one. I think it was last summer. So if you want to check out, I'm sure it's pretty far back in the playlists, you could get the challenges. Or you can check my portfolio and click on the Illustrator one. Maybe I'll show you. Toby says, about time. I get you, I get you. Okay, so this layered file is set up in a way where we can really just plug and play. First, I'm gonna show you how I got these nice swoops to my text. And the only way that I did that was I went over to the text tool in the toolbar, which is over here on the left. If you long press on it, you can see that there's quite a few tools nested beneath the main horizontal type tool. So there's vertical type mask tool, horizontal type mask tool, and those are relatively new to Photoshop, but we're just gonna use horizontal. And I'm just gonna type something. Let's see, who's the first name I see? Pokehan. I'll type that, of course, change the color and make sure it's not there we go. Below? Pokeham. Pokeham. All right, I'm going to my text tool. I'm grabbing this tool up in my control bar, which is create warped text. And it's really simple. You just choose one of these effects. I think I chose rise. And you can change the angles at which things move, how much they're distorted in one way or another. This might be great if you're designing like a pennant. So I just applied that effect to this text and applied the same effect to camp. The greetings from and the design dusk till dawn are just straight text that I rotated. Pokehan. Alrighty. So let's just work through this file. You can see I've named all of the files or all the layers to make it easy to understand. So double click drop shadow to change the color. All I did to this is just Photoshop typed out, and then I applied an effect to it. And the way that you do this, if you want to apply something else, is, whoa, hello Photoshop, or Adobe behind me. I'm clicking this effects option down at the bottom. I'm clicking that. I chose drop shadow, and this is where I can change my colors, my styles, lower the opacity if I like to, change the angle. This is just a drop shadow, it's not like an actual extruded type. So we'll jump back into that. And we can change our color here as well. So say we want something maybe kind of pink, playing off of that neon blue and pink look. You can also change your blending modes here. Blending modes are pretty awesome. They change the look of your colors and of your layers. So that's multiply. Linear burn might be cool, but we'll go with lighter color for now. We can also change the stroke color. So all this is just another type layer behind, just change to blue. And the way that you would change the color is just select it, come up here to color in the properties panel, and you can change it in real time. I chose kind of like a neon green for this. There we go. There's a lot of bright colors happening here. I like it. How are you doing these days? What's up, Dee? Good to see you. All right, and then this is the text mask. So this is interesting. I kind of had to do a little bit of a workaround to make this happen, but all I did was, I'll show you. We'll disable this for a moment. So this is just a duplicate of my text layer. I selected it by holding Command and clicked on the layer. So that's going to select all the pixels in the layer. I went up to Select, Modify, and Contract. This is kind of like using Offset in Illustrator, and you can choose how much you want to contract it by. So we'll do 6 pixels, and then when we mask that out, it makes it so that we can add an image here and it will appear inside. So I already have a layer clipped to my text mask. So it says place fill image here. Let's go up to, or down to our Finder. Find an image we want to put in here. Let's see, it is June, day 6. We want the inline background JPEG. I'm just going to drag this on. Boom, it fills it. And you'll notice that it leaves the stroke color surrounding it. Alrighty, let's replace our background. I'll show you a different way to do it. You can go to File, Place Embedded, or Place Linked. Background layer. There we go. So it's super easy, nothing too complicated. You'll notice that this layer right here and this layer, it's the same image, they're just edited differently with different color effects. I believe all I did for this inline text was I added, let's jump into it, some saturation, so I could saturate it even more if I wanted to, or I could even desaturate it all the way. See how that looks? Kind of bland. Let's bump it up even more. And then I also played with the levels a little bit. So if you wanted to push this further, maybe make it a little bit lighter, add more contrast. And I hit Command Save. There we go. There it is. Now for this one, I added a gradient on top of it. So I'll show you how I did that very quickly. I made one new layer on top. I went over to my gradient tool, which is sometimes hiding under the fill bucket or the paint bucket tool. You can always just tap G, that's the hotkey for it. Go to the gradient tool. I already have one filled in here with this pink and aqua blue, and I just did a straight top-down gradient. Change my blend mode to multiply or maybe color dodge, whatever you'd like, and it adds that nice color grading to your image. That's kind of cool. I like that. But since I already did it, we don't need to do it again. Another way that you can add gradients is pretty easy. We're gonna go down here to our adjustment layers or fill layers, go to gradient, and this way you can see it change in real time. So say we want something maybe a little more tropical. And I can easily go back and change it by just double clicking on this color swatch. Maybe we want something rainbow, whoa! And then we can change our blend modes up here in the layers panel. What is the Finder equivalent in Windows? I don't know, Graham. Is it just your files? I haven't used Windows in so long. Screen is nice because you can see the stars through it. Okay. If you don't have any questions, let me know. If you do, I'm gonna get this exported, but seriously, let me know if you have questions. Camp Photoshop with tequila sunrises around the campfire. Perfect, dusk till dawn. Oh, I did also want to talk about my text choices. So if you open the starter file, you might have gotten a pop-up that said, we can't find these typefaces because we need to sync them from Adobe Fonts. It should be pretty easy to resolve that just right in that window. It should just say resolve. Oh, it's called Explorer, cool. But if you want to explore more fonts, like this one is called Pacifico, this one below I believe is called Cubano. You can always come up here and click Add Fonts from Typekit or Adobe Fonts. And it will take you to Adobe Fonts, which these are all provided to you if you have a CC subscription. They're all very beautiful. You'll see that I was kind of seeing what would look best if I typed in Camp Photoshop. You can see a little preview. This is really interesting. It's almost like Gothic, black letter. You can check by different types, so sans serif, script, black letter, there it is. And if I want to activate this font, I can just click Activate Fonts, toggle that on, and it will automatically turn on for all of my CC apps. You can also check out font packs. So this is where I found some of mine. There are ones for specific lettering, infographics, so some clean and crisp bold fonts, fonts for building a brand curated by Tad Carpenter, an awesome designer. I believe I was looking in, there's a travel pack, might be in the second page. How do I apply the text effect? I'll show you one more time, Paolo. There's presentation pack. Very cool, so you can click on these and you'll see a whole curated list specifically for, that's a lot of Japanese, for different activities. All right, so Paolo, I'll show you again one more time. To add the text effect, I just went to the text tool over here in the left toolbar, come up here to warped text, click that and you can choose different effects. So say we want to try something a little bit different. Could do that, could do that, and then we can change all of our parameters as well. Alrighty. These turned back on. Let's get this exported and uploaded to Behance. Toby says try Noah. You mean typing that into the preview? File, export, export as. As I always say, this is where you can do any fine tuning at the last moment. So you can decrease the size so it plays better with Behance. Make sure it's the format that you want. JPEG is good quality, 100%, as always. All right, let's get it exported. Jason says, I'm missing camp again this summer. You're at camp right now. Do you usually go to a real camp? All right, this is day 6. Postcard. Saved. It's always good to stay organized with your files. I try and do my best because I'm naturally a little disorganized. All right, let's go back to Behance. This is the project I was looking at before this stream started. It's pretty cool, right? Adding some cool like neon tube effects with type. All right, we're gonna go to our profiles. We're gonna edit our projects. Remember, we're just making one project. Oh no, it seems like it logged me out. Dang, we haven't had this issue this time around. Maybe we can pop away from my screen real quick so I can log in. That would be great. Perfect. User error. Oh, Noah is a typeface. I see. Sign in, sign in. I don't think this was Behance's fault. I think it was my fault for logging in with my corporate profile. how much of a difference is there between save as JPEG and export as JPEG? So when you're doing the save as, you don't get as many options when you're exporting. So you don't have the option to resize your image. You don't have the option to save at different qualities. Over in the left side of that export as panel, you can see that there's a couple different ways you can save multiple versions at the same time. All right, let's jump back. Yes. All right, we're editing our project. Go to edit. What's up, Rachel? Good to see ya. I'm gonna scroll all the way down to the bottom. Take a moment to appreciate all of the work we've done so far. We've come so far in a week and a half. Ooh, the smudge script. See, here's that image again that I've been using. This one was cool. Always love a good fashion design. This was fun. Valdair, Valentine, Gaspot. This was yesterday, so we designed the vintage t-shirt and mocked it up. Let's do day 6. And this is postcard. All right, insert our media. Go back to day 6. Oh no, where is it? Did I save it in the wrong one? Maybe I did. Back to Photoshop. Export as, it's so quick. I'll be done in a flash. Let's see, where did I save this in the first place? Oh, my desktop, okay. No need to resave it now that I found it. In chat, you're probably like, it's on your desktop. Isn't that the worst? Like when you're watching a TV show and you're like, no, it's in the other room. Don't go in there. I imagine it's like that watching a live stream sometimes too. I know, Ariana, I agree. These projects have been super cool and it's been awesome seeing all of your work. All right, there it is. I love that. Looks good. The pink and the blue plays well together. Nice range of saturation. We're gonna make sure in our settings that in discoverability, we have PS Daily Challenge chosen. That's our hashtag, that's our keyword. And if you don't have it in there, no one's gonna be able to search for your work. It's on your desktop. Thank you, Miguel. Appreciate it. All right, let's go check out our projects. Oh no, we need to save for sure. Thank you, Behance, for reminding me to save. Scrolling down to the bottom. There it is. Awesome. Do you have any guesses about what day 7 is gonna be? We've done portrait retouching, we've done pen tool, we've done mock-ups, we've done templates. What else could we do? Let me know your thoughts. So if you do want to search everyone else's projects, you can do that by searching PS Daily Challenge in the search bar and then filtering by most recent. And that's going to pull up this recent challenge because we've done so many in the past. It's important to do that. Ooh, this is cool by Megan. We'll open that up. Let's check these 3 out. Ooh, improve a portrait with simple retouching, color, and motion techniques. This is awesome. You can really feel a slight spin blur in the background, but it's not so sharp. It almost feels like a nice bokeh effect. And the focus really just goes on the subject, which is the purpose. Nice job. Oh, you even put a process GIF? Oh, that's amazing. Nicely done. Wow. So then we did smudge script lettering. This is the perfect motivational poster. Is this like infrared photography? Very cool. I love the use of the white. It meshes pretty well with the blue and the salmon. You don't really see it anywhere else in the image, so it's nice. Nice job, Megan. Keep up the good work. All right, I was interested to see this by Kay Richards because I hadn't seen anything mocked up like on a jacket or a backpack yet. So this is pretty cool. I like the choices of color. The yellow is definitely nice. I don't think that this is, I don't think the blending mode is changed for these though, at least for the yellow. And it's hard because you're putting light on a dark background, but you might be able to use overlay or screen for that. You also maybe added some grain to make things mesh together even nicer, so nice job. And then Rod designed a t-shirt with capture. Cool, man, cool. There's a design I provided. And then I love this about Rob. He's always putting the work on these cool models that he works with. Rod, sorry, not Rob. So nice job. Your work is very cohesive. Alrighty, so after me, we have another graphic design stream. So if you didn't get enough Photoshop, stick around for more design goodness. Claudie will be coming up. Then after Claudie, we have Andrea coming up for the XD Daily Creative Challenge. Very cool. And then after Andrea, there's going to be more XD. So that will be with Melody, who is often a host for Adobe Live. So it's nice to see her designing. So 2 design streams in the morning, 2 XD streams in the afternoon. Stick around and I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for day 7. So I'll talk to you on Discord. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.